Happy New Year, friends. Puma Pants says hello. He's very happy to see you. We celebrated 1 year together. He was delivered to me on New Year's Day last year, and he was about that big. Anyway, I'm speaking a little quiet. I've got a friend staying over at my house, really good friend, and uh, he's quite a very, very talented musician. He's quite a very talented man. He's a captain for a airline, major airline, and earlier in his life, he was a very skilled professional musician, plays everything, composes, all that stuff, and very kind fellow. And boy, he was here all day yesterday, and I got a going over on all the instruments. He's primarily a drummer, but man, we sat down on the drums and I played this and that, and boy, he was right on top of me from all angles, and with love and compassion, but just snapping his finger and pointing at my foot, and just I was really getting a lesson. I was really being taught a lot, and then over to the piano. He has been playing the piano since he's 6, and so I got a lot of that, and then over to the guitar, et cetera, et cetera. I think you get the idea, and it just made me realize, as we go into this new year, there's what I know, and there's what I don't know yet, and life seems to be a successive series of always more being revealed, more being revealed. I like what Emmett Fox, I believe he uses a beautiful analogy for who we are as spiritual beings. If you were to imagine a very bright lamp, a lamp that could light the whole universe, in fact, and yet there was almost an infinite number of veils, veils, over the top, and that every day, every moment, every week, every year, every lifetime, we're peeling one more veil off. And so the light, the truth that's at the center of our being, which is always there, is being more and more revealed. And it's an encouraging thought. And yet, I believe each one of us in our own lifetimes sort of describe, I think in each of our lifetimes, we sort of describe a variable, whether we're adding more veils of darkness and ignorance to our own selves, or whether those veils are being removed. And I think that comes from one quality, our seeking. We're interested. We know that we don't know. We know that there's more to know, and that there's an inner grit, determination, and tenacity to know more and to realize that whatever I know at this point, there's so much more to be known. And that if I put myself in a position of humility and asking and seeking, and also when I ask to know what God's will is, so to speak, I'm going to use the religious phrase God's will, and I'm personally perfectly fine with that. But when I ask for the knowledge of God's will and the power to carry that out, that I don't ask with reservation or, boy, I hope I hear that what I want to hear, or I hope God does what I want God to do. In this year, I'm trusting that what God's will is greater, more beautiful, finer, more joyful, more perfect, more glorious than anything that I could ever think of on my own, and that I practice that sense that the universe's will for me, for you, for all of us is the greatest possible good, and that we're designed to come into alignment with that. So as we start our new year of meditation together, we can reconfirm and recommit to our desire to seek and to ask without reservation, with faith and courage, that the knowledge and the wisdom that we would get and that we will get will lead us in the right direction and always upward. It's going to be a tumultuous year. I think we all understand what's going on collectively in the world, that the world is due for an awakening, a transformation, and that whatever happens in this upcoming year, as wild and as wacky, as tumultuous, as difficult as it may be, that we can come out the other end, those of us who are seekers, not only uplifted by what happens, but we can help the world and the collective come up higher as a result of our own faith and seeking and trust. And so that's just my message for today. And in this year, we can ask for one more veil of ignorance and darkness to be removed from us, and trust that through our tenacity, our continued tenacity to seek, to meditate, and to pray together, that more will be revealed, and that will be a good thing. Anyway, Happy New Year. We'll talk about all of this week, and thanks for being part of this. I'll see you next time.